Well, good Tuesday morning, everybody. Meteorologist Travis Klineski here. As we before we get into the forecast, I just want to remind you, because of some updates with closings and things like that throughout the day today, some early dismissals. Continue to check out our website, NBCNEB.com, for some of the latest information for some of those closings, early outs, and things like that. You also can check out our KSNB News app for some of the latest information on that, as I do expect, again, some early dismissals. We're already seeing some actual closings across northern, northwestern portions of the viewing area already this morning. Some late starts, although it doesn't make much sense since conditions will only get worse later on today. But as we go through your day, again, we're going to kind of start off. We're starting to see some moisture already to the northwest. We're going to see a little bit of a mix initially, especially farther south. A little bit of snow, sleet mixed in, probably mostly sleet more than anything, but a little bit of freezing rain, maybe even some plain old rain. Meanwhile, a pretty good band of snow is going to set up to the west and then eventually lift north into the northern half of the state. So pretty good intensity with this snowfall. Going to make driving very difficult. Going to be a little breezy at times too, so that's going to blow some of the snow around. This will continue to the afternoon hours, but notice the farther southeast you go, the lower your chances of precipitation are. Meanwhile, those are the areas with the best chance of more of a wintry mix, maybe even just some plain old rain in the warmer air to the southeast. But as we get into tonight, this should be all snow for everybody, even farther south. Winds cranking up overnight tonight out of the northwest as we get onto the backside of the system, so blowing snow is going to become a bigger issue overnight tonight. Notice, though, as we get into the late night hours and into early tomorrow morning, snow intensity starts to go down a bit, but we will still see some snow out there, and so blowing snow is still going to be an issue. As we progress through your Wednesday, the chances of snow get lower and lower throughout the day, but still, I think blowing snow could still be an issue in some locations out there. The good news is I think this will be a wetter snow, so a lot of it will stick, so we won't see as much in the way of blowing snow once the snow comes to an end. That said, you got wind gusts 35 miles per hour, so it could still be a problem in some locations out there. The wind should start to die back Wednesday night. That said, it's still going to be fairly blustery through much of the rest of the week, even after the system gets out of here. So as of right now, and this is at 7:06 in the morning on Tuesday morning, we have winter storm warnings in the pink shaded areas to the north. This is the area most likely to see a half foot to a foot of snow, 6 to 12 inches with possibly locally higher amounts. Winter weather advisories in the purple shaded areas. These are areas I'm expecting kind of a 2 to 6 inch range. Again, higher as you get farther to the north, those northern counties there. That's where we expect the higher totals. These will go till either 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So again, these are where the highest totals expected, but we could still see a little bit of light snow farther south. Your future snow product, and this is the American forecast model. It's the one I kind of tend to go with the most, at least that's the one I'm agreeing with the most right now. Again, 6 to 12 inches of snow, pretty common to the north. There are some forecast models, some of the shorter range ones, that are actually wanting to go higher, maybe upwards of 15, 16 inches of snow in northern Nebraska. So it's not out of the question we locally get some higher amounts. Around the Tri-Cities, I'm thinking 1 to 4 inches, again higher as you get farther to the north. And then as you get south of Interstate 80 and especially south of Highway 6, you're probably talking about under an inch of snowfall with very light amounts in northern portions of Kansas. So again, some pretty good snows on the way, and some of that's going to be blowing around as well. Temperatures for today, not budging a whole lot for most of us, but notice to the southeast, getting into the 40s in those locations where if we do see precipitation, there could be some plain old rain. It's those areas where we're talking about 33, 34, 35 degrees. That's where you could talk about some sleet or some maybe some plain old rain in a few spots, but then eventually it will change over to all snow eventually. And then tonight we drop back into the 20s, maybe a few teens out there. The wind's going to crank up, so wind chills will be much colder, and the same case will be tomorrow. Temperatures stuck mostly in the 20s, some lower 30s, but with stronger winds. Again, wind chills will be much colder. Your 7-day forecast, again, conditions do improve Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That said, it's still going to be fairly blustery out there. Those winds in that 15 to 25 mile per hour range. Temperatures kind of slowly warming up through the end of the week and into the weekend. We may see a small drop in temperatures Sunday as a quick clipper system moves through, brings an increase in clouds and even a small chance of some snow. Not expecting much out of that system, though. As we get into Monday, we may get a temporary warm up between a warm front and a cold front. We may push up into the 40s. That said, we probably will cool down just beyond the 7-day forecast by next Tuesday. So again, the immediate concern from today, tonight through tomorrow, again, the farther north you go, the worse conditions will be. Travel is not recommended in these locations because of the heavier amount of snow and the poor visibility issues out there as well. So drive with caution if you have to drive. Again, as you get south of the interstate, conditions don't look to be nearly as bad as areas north of the interstate, especially for the northern half of Nebraska. So there it is, a long-winded forecast for you. Hopefully I covered everything. If not, got some answers for you. If you have any questions, hopefully I'll have some answers for you. But until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski, and take it easy. Be safe out there today.